was wondering, the two Nicks, as they call you, how was it on set? How were you called? Did you have nicknames?
We didn't have nicknames.
We didn't really. We just kept looking at the same time, and whenever we heard the word Nick, it was like, oh, it's you.
Oh, Nick, it's you. I said Nick H and Nick C, okay?
There we go. Okay.
Well, sometimes there was Cage, Hoult. They did go there a few times, yes.
Okay, so I start with you, Nick C, Nick Cage. Of course, the dramatic thing was they wrote you drank your own blood because of your...
This is the clickbait. This happens in the new age of clickbait. All I said, humorously riffing, because somebody asked me, did you drink blood? Were you a method actor? I just said, no, I had a pointy little thing and pricked my little lip and it just said, I taste it. But I wasn't like, here's my blood and I'm drinking it, now I am Dracula.
He drank gallons of blood. We had it shipped in specially. It was horrific to be around.
Yeah. Please.
But that's so funny. That's clickbait. You're so right. Yeah. And Nick H, you had to do very physical work also. Did you have to do a special training? You had some, of course you have stunt people, but did you have to do something before?
Yeah, Chris Brewster and the stunt team were brilliant, and I got to spend almost 2 months with them before we started shooting, working on the action sequences and developing some of the skills that I needed for the film. And also there was a dance sequence in the movie that Cat Burns choreographed and sadly isn't in the film in the end, but that was also a lot of prep. So physically it was quite a demanding role, but I enjoyed that sort of challenge.
Yeah. And do you learn from each other still? Because Nicholas Cage, you're so long in the business already. When you work together so closely, do you still learn from the others? Do you talk between takes?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the only way I can stay in this on this path is to have the mindset of a student. If I think I'm a master or a maestro, that would be very boring. If I see myself as a student, then I'm excited to learn something. And I saw myself as a student watching Nick Hoult because I was wowed by his impeccable comedic timing, his ability to turn on a dime and be vulnerable and almost have a nervous breakdown on camera and then back to funny, which gave me the license to go where I needed to go with the Dracula character. But yes, I learn things all the time. That's the only way to be.
That's what's special about our jobs, essentially, is that each role, each character, each filming experience is new and you're learning. So yeah, I think that's something that luckily I've probably picked up from Nick, from working with him when I was younger. There's this idea of that you're always learning and trying to improve and get better, so it's what keeps us coming back for more.
So Renfield is in this toxic relation with Dracula, right? He has a self-help group. Do you have a good advice for people who are not going to self-help groups? How do I get out of a toxic relation? Nick, see if you want to start.
Well, I think the toxic relationship is usually a relationship infused with some sort of a sociopath or a narcissistic partner. And I liken that to a gambling addiction, almost like a slot machine. The love-hate relationship is the hardest relationship to get out of because you don't know, are you going to win? Are you going to be nice Dracula? Are you going to be bad Dracula? Or are you going to be good Dracula? And you're stuck waiting for whichever one you're going to get. I think a good, if I'm not a doctor, but a good thing to do is to have a notepad and then draw a line and then give yourself 6 months, that might even be a bit long, and then do the pros and the cons and then list the con and the pro and then look at it and then look at it again at 6 months, and if there's more cons than pros, then get out.
That's good advice. It's good advice. And also, like just to begin with, you have to recognize that that's the circumstances that you're in. I think a lot of people that are in those sorts of relationships don't even realize that that's what it is, you know, because characters with people like Dracula can love bomb you, they can charm you, and they can really affect how you think of yourself. So you have to first of all understand and become aware of the situation you're in.
Because the 3-month curve is real. I mean, they can be sugar sweet in the first 3 months. You got to wait till after the 3rd month to see where it's going to go, because initially it's charming as hell.
I know, and we have the age, Nick, so we know.
We know. We're not mentioning names, but we know.
We know. So guys, I do have to wrap. Thank you for this wonderful movie. Have fun at the interviews today, and
Thank
see you soon.
Thank you very much.
I hope so. Thank you.